All right, guys, welcome to this page of the notes. Now, what we're going to do here is I have given you a system of inequalities. This time, though, you've been given 3 equations. And what I'm asking you to do, right, is when you graph these equations, they're going to form a triangle, all right? It's going to form the geometric shape of a triangle. And I want you to find the vertices. That just simply means what are the coordinates for the corners of this triangle. Well, in order to figure that out, we need to go ahead and graph these guys. So let's go ahead, and in order to graph them, I need the equation, and I need to put them in slope-intercept form. So let's do that. Red. Let's do this one right here. Okay, so in order to solve this guy for y, I will have 2x minus y is equal to a negative 1. I'm going to have minus y is equal to a negative 2x minus 1. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. Awesome, so that's the equation that we're going to go ahead and graph. Y equals 1. We'll do that in a second. Let's do this one right over here. X plus y is equal to 4. X plus y is equal to 4. I need to solve for y. That means subtracting x to the other side, negative x plus 4. And fantastic, that one's done. We can graph that equation. And then I got one more. Let's do this one right over here. So I'm going to have 4y is equal to a negative x plus 4. I now need to divide everybody, to divide both sides by 4, which I can do. That gives me y equals negative 1/4 x plus 1. Okay, great. Well, now what I need to do, since I put all of those equations in slope-intercept form, we just go ahead and graph them. Let's start with the red one. I have a y-intercept of positive 1. And my slope is 2 over 1. So that's going to be up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, or down 2 and back 1. Okay, awesome. When it comes to this guy, since they're all either greater than equal to, or greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, they're all going to be solid lines. So there we go. Let's do the green one next. A y-intercept of positive 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But my slope is negative 1 over 1. So down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. Well, we've already found a point of intersection right there, but let's keep going. Again, it's going to be a solid line and a solid line that runs right through there. Okay, awesome. That leaves me with just the blue line left to go. I'm going to be at positive 1. And it looks like I have found my second point of intersection because the red line also went through a positive 1. But let's keep going. My slope is negative 1/4, so down 1 over 4. Down 1. Oh, and there they are. Okay, fantastic. So let's just go ahead and draw those lines in there. And what we find is that my 3 points of intersection are right here, and right there. Sorry, nope, I missed it. Right there. Okay, cool. So there's my points of intersection. So all I need to do is list those guys out. I have a point that is x equals 0, y equals 1, so 0, 1. I have a point of intersection that is x equals 1, 1, 2, 3, so 1, 3. And a point of intersection that is at x equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Y equals 0, and I have found the vertices of the triangle. In fact, that was so much fun. Let's do another one. Same thing here. I give you three inequalities. We need to graph them in order to find the triangle that is formed and figure out the vertices of this triangle. So here we go. Let me step over here so I'm out of the way, and we'll do the exact same thing. Right, we'll do this one first. 5y is equal to 2x plus 9. I need to divide everybody by 5, which means that y is equal to 2/5 x plus 9/5. Okay, hold up a sec. This is a little ugly. That slope I'm perfectly okay with. It's a rise of 2 and a run of 5. No problem. What I'm not a big fan of is this 9/5. That's going to come out to be probably a pretty weird decimal, and it's going to make this incredibly difficult to graph. So here's a neat little trick for you. If you don't like the y-intercept, find the x-intercept. Well, remember how you find the x-intercept. Set y equal to 0 and solve for x. What that means is I will be subtracting 9/5 to the other side. Since I'm multiplying by 2/5, I divide by 2/5 and I get x is equal to a negative 9/5 divided by a positive 2/5. Well, this is the good old keep it, change it, flip it from middle school. You keep the top fraction, negative 9/5. You change the division to multiplication and you flip the bottom, which would be 5/2. Well, look at what happens. The 5's cancel. You wind up with a minus 9/2, which is simply negative 4.5. That is going to be much easier to graph. That negative 4.5 will be a lot easier to graph than this negative, or this 9/5, which is going to be probably in here. No, let's see, 9 or 5, 1.8. All right, whatever, 1.8, 4.5. I guess there's not that big a difference, but I like that a little bit better. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one. Oh, it's already done. Y equals minus x plus 6. I don't have to do anything to it. That one's all taken care of. Blue. 9y is equal to a negative 2x plus 5. I got to divide everybody by 9, which means I'm going to have y is equal to negative 2/9 x plus 5/9. And once again, I got something I don't like so much. The negative 2/9, no problem, but this positive 5/9, let's see if we can find an x-intercept. Well, 0 equal to a negative 2/9 x plus 5/9. I will subtract the 5/9 to the other side. So minus 5/9 is equal to negative 2/9 x, which means I have to divide the negative 2/9, which so I'll have negative 5/9 divided by a negative 2/9. We keep it, change it, flip it. All right, we got all kinds of stuff that cancels out. The negative signs cancel each other out. The 9's cancel each other out. And I wind up with 5/2, which is 2.5. Slightly nicer decimals, slightly nicer. So I'm gonna go with those. This one's easy, so let's start with the green one. Y-intercept of 6 and a slope of negative 1. Down 1/1. So it's just going to be nice, easy graph right through there. Everybody is everybody is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. So everybody's going to be a solid line. And my green solid line should just run right down through there. Let's do the red one. Okay, remember, instead of doing this crazy y-intercept, which turned out to be a positive 1.8, I'm going to do this x-intercept, this negative 4.5. It'll probably be a little easier to graph. So negative 4.5, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4.5 puts me right in there. Now, what do I do from there? Well, my slope is 2/5. So from this point, I would go up 2 and over 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 puts me right in between those guys there. Do it again. Up 2 over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts me right in between those guys. Oh, I can't fit another one. Oh, we can go down 2 and back 5, though. Let's do that. Down 2. Oh, yeah, that one just fit. Awesome, I love it. Okay, so solid line. Oh, there it is. We found one of our points of intersection. It's right there. So there's one of them. Awesome, I just have 2 more to go and a blue line still to graph. Now remember the blue line. I did not care for that y-intercept. 5/9 is going to be a really weird decimal. I found the x-intercept instead. It comes out to be 2.5, which I think is a little nicer. So let's do that. 2.5 puts me right there, right in between 2 and 3. My slope, however, is still negative 2/9. So we can do that. That would be down 2 and over 9. Which, let's see here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right there. All right, let's see how this goes, me drawing something between these guys. Yeah, absolutely, I'll buy that. I got a point of intersection. It looks like right there, and going the other way, again, sorry I couldn't get my line all in one shot. There it is. There's the other one. Got a point of intersection right there. All right, let's go ahead and list those points. Then I got a little space right here. I'll throw them right in here. My first one is at negative 1, negative 2, positive 1. My next one is at a positive 1, 2, 3, positive 3. So 3, 3. And my last one is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 1. All right, there are the vertices for the triangle that is the result of graphing those 3 points of intersection, or the vertices that come from graphing those 3 inequalities and finding the corners of the triangle. Guys, that takes care of all of the problems from this section of the notes, chapter 3, section 2. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.